Hello everyone, my name is Emil, also known as IKEA7, and welcome to my very first game Devblog. I have been working on this game project for a while now, and I took inspiration from the Devil May Cry Dark Souls and a little bit of Scrap Mechanic, but Scrap Mechanic is more just for the visual looks. I really didn't want to make it super realistic, but I also didn't want to make it cartoonish. So I went the middle way where the textures is somewhat realistic and detailed, while the character and maybe the trees and just the whole nature is a little bit stylized. But it's coming together really well, and I'm excited to show some of the features what I have made so far. And if you have some ideas what I should add or make while watching this video, feel free to write them down in the comments. Alright, let's start with the character. I made it in the Blender. There's this add-on which lets you create characters like base naked mesh, and then I went to Maximus website, and there you can download animations and characters. And what I did, I downloaded a few characters and took base cloth pieces from them and combined it in my own character, so that's how it looks like. And I even add hotkeys so I can just remove and add garments to it. Let me get back to this way and let me add all of the garments and even this tattoo in the back and the red thingy. So now let me show all of the animations what I have added so far. And like I said, I used all of the animations from Maximus website, where you can simply for free just download ton of animations. There's in movement, fighting, whatever you like there is. You can just visit maximus.com. It's for free and everyone can use it. So basically there is movement like this, and what I really like and kinda unique what I added, and I haven't seen it in any games before, is when you just walk, you walk, but when you hold shift, it starts slow run. If you keep holding shift, it runs really fast. So basically, there's 3 speeds for the character. So here's just walking, and if you just want to run a bit, you can just move a little bit faster. And if you have to run a long distance, it turns on this fast running. Eventually I'll add some limitation, there's stamina or something like that, where you can, I'm calling it walking, running and sprinting. So basically add some limitation where the sprinting is just limited time with the stamina. Also character have crouch animations. This is crouch walk. I have sword and throwing orb animations as well, but I'll show them in the second. So yeah, basically these are the main animations which actually took me 3 months just to perfect the animation, but there's still few small tweaks which I should add, blends and so on. But alright, now let's jump in the gameplay a bit. There's not a lot of gameplay, just there is attack animations and NPCs, and you can see there's one wandering around. And you can attack them, and also once they see you, they start to walk toward you. So let me first show from the back, because if I walk to them from the back they won't see me, but once they see me they will start follow. Alright, let's go behind. See, he just walks, and when I get closer in front of him, he'll see me and start following me. And they stop following me once they don't see me again. There's a distance how far they can see me, and if I get far enough for long enough, they just forget about me and will start to wander around again. Let's see. Yeah, see, he forgot about me and now he just lives his own life again. I'm using Unity built-in now mesh for these characters, so they just walk around the walkable areas. But alright, now let's attack him and see what he does. Alright, see, once I punched him, he just turned around and started to walk toward me, and even get aggravated and starts to attack me. And you can protect yourself with the right mouse button. See, he doesn't do any damage, and you can just punch him. Let's try to kill him so you can see the death animation as well. Come on. Alright, and now he died. As you can see, he just falls and he disappears in like 15 seconds. And this is the world that it's not final, but it's like somewhat what it will be eventually. Basically, it's like a whole giant, basically it's a big island with the mountain and the castle on the top. Alright, now let's go and I'll show what else I have added to the game. As you can see, there's these NPCs, they just wandering around, and I even can spawn new ones and they just start following me. Which at start was really fun, but if I try to make other things, they just walk towards me, which can be really annoying. Can you just stop for a second? But alright, let me show now these NPCs. Basically, these NPCs right now, I have two different styles for them. There's these wanderers who just walks around, which eventually will be like just citizens who live their life. And then I also, alright, he died. And then I also have these guards, as you can see, they're at the gates. And this fence in the front was just so I can test when they see me. So basically, let me go from distance here. And basically this fence is so they can't see me and I can just sneak around. And see, they don't do anything. And once I stand up, they'll see me. There's like timer how long they see me before they start following me. And see, he went back to his spot. Just this for the guards. When they see me, they start following me, but they have a lot like shorter memory, so they return back to their original location sooner. While these wanderers, when they forget me, they just walk right around. But these guards, they walk back to their spot once they forget about me. And they also have fighting animations. But right now, let me go upstairs and I'll show what happens when you fall from high place. This is actually really excited, what I'm excited about, because it took me almost an entire day to figure out why it didn't work at the start. So basically, let me jump down and see this fall animation. I really like it. And it's like a height based, so basically if I jump from here, oh, I died. Let me try again. Well, yeah, basically it shouldn't have like this fall animation, yes. But if I go from the higher place, let's see, somewhere up here, yeah, it should have this hard landing animation. And yeah, it took me almost an entire day just to figure out why it doesn't work. But basically it was my problem that I forgot to add some variables in the animator. Alright, let's fall again. And now let me die in the light so you can see better. So basically it takes like a 50 or something health from you when you fall from a high place. And if I fall twice, I die like this. And this is like a death animation for now. Another one was for the fighting. Now let me show how you can attack these NPCs. So basically, all you already saw the fist fight. You can let me crouch. You can crouch and hit and so on. See how annoying are these NPCs when they follow you. It was really amazing when I just made them and I was just walking around and it was really cool. But now it started getting annoying. So basically, yeah, there's these fist animations. Then I have these orbs. So basically, you walk at it, and right now it just like there's trigger and it gives you the orb. And I have this standing holding orb animation. And these orbs are supposed to be like this magic ball. It's not like rock you hold. That's why it's like in there, because eventually there will be like some magic thingy around floating or something like that around the orb. But yeah, basically you can aim the orb and throw it, and it just falls and hits and makes the blue smokes. And you can also hit the NPCs. As you can see right now, he's not aggravated, so he doesn't attack me. But once I throw the orb to him, let's see, he gets aggravated because he knows who throw him the orb. So yeah, basically these are supposed to be like, I don't know, I have in mind where these are like the water orbs or something like that, and these are fire orbs. I don't really have like the whole gameplay idea in my mind, but I have some ideas already what I think I'll add. Oh, I didn't hit the character NPC. And see, the fire gets attached to the player. And what's really interesting is, let me pick the orb. At start I made that he throws the orb in the direction the character is looking, but like in this situation where I'm running away from it and I throw the orb will fly this way. So I made that the orb always fly in the direction of the camera, even if I throw it like backwards. See? The character was forward, but the orb fall backwards. This just so it's more predictable gameplay. And I still can't aim. But yeah, basically the ball always, wait, did I call it ball? The orb always goes in the direction of the camera. And one more with the fire, and also with these guards. Actually, I haven't tested what happens if the guard don't see me but I throw the orb. Oh yeah, oh I forgot, yeah, when I throw the orb they get the thrower and they start to follow me. And see, the other guard already forgot about me. And the last attack method is the sword. Right now also, oh, took it down, took it off. Yeah, currently, as you can see, I just walk at the chest and it just spawns in my arm, the sword. And this is the sword animation. It's really unable, let me kill them. So you can also, first off, you can see the attack animations, and also so they don't bother me. Alright, so for the sword also I have like one swing. Whoa, didn't I killed you? Alright, now I killed. Alright, so the sword, I have this one swing, but if I double tap like spam, then it does the 2 swings. And I think like double swing will be like upgrade or something like that, where our original player will be able to only hit like this. I also have this shield animation. Right now I don't have shield in my arm, but basically there will be shield so player can protect himself from the attacks of NPCs. And you can swing like that. You can also crouch and swing. I call it throwing sword because at start I made throwing orb and I just kept throwing word in the variables. So basically for me I always think throwing sword while I'm not throwing it. Yeah, basically hit like that. Oh my god, I almost forgot to show the cool spot. Let me run and then use the sword. When I jump, see I have this diving animation for the sword, which is actually really cool. Well, I didn't hit it, but let me try one more time because I really like it. But why do I jump? Oh, I forgot. I have the NPCs as terrain, as ground as well. So basically, he thinks he's on the floor. So that's why he starts to like standing. Let me try to attack the guard like this. He should have attacked. Not sure. Oh, right now it attacked. Yeah, basically I have this like jumping. And what I really like is jumping from the high place with this dying animation, and just looks really, really awesome. So let's say I stand here, I jump, and then use sword. Oh, I fell from too high place and died. And I have respawn button, so that's why I jumped back on legs. Let me show one more time because it's really satisfying. So I jump and oh, he also plays like the hard fall landing animation. That's why he does like that. I guess that's just too high place and it's not realistic. Let me go from here and jump and hit here. Yeah, it's really, really awesome. I really like how that turned out. Alright, and the guard died. Let me spawn a few more NPCs. And also now let me show the gate opening sequence. So basically there's like this lever where I press C and the gate opens. And what I really like it, let me go this way. I'm not sure if I'll have enough time. So these NPCs are here, let me close the gates. And they stay that way. And they recalculate the route. And they start to go around there. And if I open, they feed the route back and they go this way. And that way, let me open up. Which I think is really amazing, because in Unity there's this option. I have basically like the whole terrain is now mesh, basically the whole ground you can walk on. And once these gates goes up, it gives like a valid path point, but once I close it, the path point like separates and they recalculate another route. But alright, now let me show the environment a little bit. As you have seen, I have these fences around and buildings and other structures, and they all are made from modular pieces. Basically, everywhere you can see the surrounded thingy, there's like a modular piece. This doorway is modular, this wall around it is modular, this thing is modular. Basically, all of the pieces are modular and I can build whatever I want. And we go from this way. So even this castle wall, there's only like 3 pieces. So basically I have this wall piece, I have this tower piece and the doorway piece. And I can make an entire castle wall from it. These pieces are not finalized, but that's basically how I imagine they will be. Alright, now let me go inside here. And this building also is modular. So there's flat walls, there's windows, there's top piece. Let me actually go inside and I'll show. And also another amazing thing which I made. I know it's like super basic in the games, like you do and you expect it to happen like that, but basically I have these doors where they swing in away from the player and they stay open for a while and then they close. Oh, I guess for the NPCs I haven't, that's why they stop it. For NPCs I haven't added doors as exceptions. So when the now mesh was baked, it didn't ignore doors and they stay open. Not they stay open, but the NPCs can walk through. And if I go from this way, the doors open it away from me. And there's more modular piece like this pillar and stairs. And also maybe some of you have seen my Scrap Mechanic videos and you will recognize this lantern. Yeah, basically it's the same lantern which I made in Scrap Mechanic. I thought I made a model, why not use it here as well. And here's stairs, and for stairs also I added custom collision. Oh, I haven't aligned the stairs. But yeah, basically I added custom collision so the player doesn't like bounces up and down the stairs but walks smooth, because collision basically is like this smooth part. And you just walk up and down. The only problem right now is, let me run. Let's see if it still happens. Oh, I guess it doesn't happen. Yeah, before I had the issue where if I was sprinting downstairs, the character started to fall because it moved forward faster than it was falling down. But I guess I fixed it. And this is the top. And yeah, these, like I said, these all pieces are modular and I can build whatever I want. But yeah, I believe I showed everything what I have done so far. I really wanted to show just so when I make too much stuff, I'll forget to show some stuff because I'm really excited how I made them and so on. And yeah, like I said, if you have some ideas what you want me to add, or just like an idea what this game could be or what you could do in it, let me know down in the comments, because like I said, I have a general idea of how I want this game to be, but of course, I can't think of everything on my own. Oh, oh, I died. Another thing which I just remembered to show. Let me go upstairs. I'm not sure why the NPCs have trouble walking upstairs. There is collision, no, but like a pathway. So they should be able to walk up. But yeah, let me spawn some NPCs up here. And you can also push them down. It was also really tricky to make. He just fell and died because I'm using this now mesh thingy in Unity, and there's limitation. If I spawn NPCs, he fell down. When I spawn NPCs, they force themselves to the closest now mesh position, and it's all good except that when you try to like spawn them midair, they'll just like snap to the closest point, and also they like doesn't want to be pushed. So basically I made a script where I can push the NPCs down, and then you can spawn as many NPCs you want. It's really funny when you spawn them too much here, they start to fall down. Oh, oh my god, the noise. I guess you can't hear it because, oh yeah, I wasn't recording the audio from the game. But basically there's like a lot of footsteps. Let me actually show the distance at which this is like a excursion for the class. Let me show the fall damage for the NPCs. So let me jump and I'll keep spawning, and you can see at which distance they die, just like I did, and at which distance they survive. And for the sword also, I have this like setting where the sword just like swings through the collisions and it hits every character around. So basically it's not like I'm just hitting this middle guy. The sword gets all of the players in the range. Move away. So yeah, basically you can do like combo attack or something like that. Which at start I thought it will be like a glitch. Just fall down. It will be like a glitch that it like hits characters I didn't want it to hit, but I guess it's sword, and if you swing it just hits every character around. And I died again. And now they all will start following me downstairs. But alright, I believe that's all for this devlog. Thank you for watching. Leave some comments and likes if you liked this devlog, and I'll see you in the next one.